cooking the alphabet. We've done A, B, C, D, and today it's E. Now, I could have taken the easy way out, and I could have come up with a recipe something like extra good chicken salad or easy as pie, something or other. But I think I'll save those adjectives further down the alphabet for maybe X, Y, or Z. Today's recipe is the egg white frittata. And you might wonder, what is a frittata? Well, a frittata reminds me of an omelet. The only difference being where a frittata, you're incorporating an awful lot of air into the egg, and then you're adding the egg to the pan of the vegetables, and you're going to finish it off in the oven. Whereas an omelet, you're incorporating all the vegetables right into the egg mixture, similar to scrambled eggs, and you're finishing it all off on the stove. So a frittata, here we go. Here's what we need. And before we start, though, there is a magic ingredient, secret ingredient. It really isn't the ingredient so much today as I want you to figure out what brand it is or what's the product name. It's a little different and it is lower in calories, so I want you to think about that. Here's a hint. The mascot of this product wears earrings. So we'll see what you think of that. So let's get our things together first. We have the skillet on the stove already, and I've already sprayed it with cooking oil. I use the spray because, again, it's lower in calories. But you can use olive oil, that's fine. It's your choice, but I did use the spray, and I have it going, and I also have a few of the veggies in there right now. What we're going to add to it is some pepper, green pepper, and a little bit of onion. Now, I also like to add mushrooms to mine. I didn't happen to have any, but I did have some in my cupboard, so it's always good to have on hand some mushrooms in the pantry. So I'm going to add a few mushrooms to this. And then we're going to go back to the stove and just put it right directly into the skillet. I'm just going to cook those up. And they're just going to get soft. They don't need to be cooked all the way through because they're going to cook again in the oven for a little while. So you just want them soft. So there they are cooking away. All right. Now, the next thing we need to do is froth up our egg whites. Now, I am using egg whites. Again, I like to use the egg whites in place of regular eggs, lower in calories and lower in cholesterol. So 3 tablespoons, which I already put in here, is 1 egg. So this frittata is for 1. But I'm sure 2 could eat it too if you have some other things, maybe some fresh fruit with it. My favorite tool, just about my favorite tool here in my kitchen is my frother. I use this every day when I'm making my coffees. I love to have my coffee frothed up in the milk, just like you have with those special coffee houses. But we're going to use this right now. We're just going to froth up the egg. And again, it's incorporating a lot of air right into the egg white, which will make them nice and fluffy. So just take a minute or two, not even that. You can just see I'm frothing it away. All right. And I'm going to add a little bit of cheese. Now, I've already grated up. I used my hand grater, and I grated up 1 ounce of cheese. Flavor's up to you. I just used a mild cheese here. And what I'm going to do is just fold it right into the egg whites. Now, folding is just gently stirring it in. And I'm going to go back to the stove and put this on top of the veggies that are already cooking. Just going to pour it right in. I'm going to move it around so it fills up the whole skillet. It's not going to take long for it to set. So let's just let that cook there for a second. And we're going to come back here. One thing I want to tell you is salt and pepper, things like that, is pretty much to your discretion. But I did want to tell you about, this is Jane's. It's called Crazy Mixed Up Seasoning. And I do like to use this on things because it has the garlic already in it and some onions too. So, and I don't use garlic a whole lot and I don't have it on hand, but I do like the flavor now and then. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on top of the egg. And one other little hint, if you go to the deli sometimes, I like to buy the salad that's already mixed up here. You have some mushrooms and you have olives and you have some tomatoes in here. And I keep this in the fridge too, just in case I need something for a recipe and I don't have to open a whole big jar of something. I'll have some right here. So that's just 2 little hints there. Okay, have you guessed what it is yet? This product in here is Laughing Cow cheese. Look at the cow. Can you see it? Oh, turn around. Look at the cow. Cow is wearing earrings made of these cheese wheels. This is one of my favorite cheeses too because it's only 1 calorie per little wheel. And these are the Baby Bells. They come in several different varieties. They have the Swiss flavoring and the mozzarella flavoring. They're really good if you just want to put them on top of a sandwich or maybe on a salad or again in your eggs. Then I thought it was funny when I happened to look at it. I thought, well, that cow's wearing earrings made of the cheese. So that was my little surprise for you today too. So let's go back real quick here and check our frittata. It's done on top. Look at that. And we're going to stick it right under the broiler. Maybe 30 seconds or so is all it's going to take. All we wanted to do in the broiler is just to run on top and just set the top. You know, eggs cook very quickly. They're very good for you. There's lots of protein in them. And again, if you have a chance to try the eggs, the egg whites, try them. Try them. You might be surprised. You don't really need the whole egg. And I also wanted to tell you that this recipe is house cat approved. I made it the other day and one of my cats just jumped up on the couch when I was eating and nibbled at it and seemed to enjoy it too. So instead of housekeeping, I said we have a house cat approved. Are you here, kitty? I think I can find a kitty cat right here. There's his legs. I think Legs is she's gonna tell you. Did you like that? Huh? Yes, okay. All right, let's see if we're done over here. Let me grab the skillet. Definitely done. Look at the top, nice and brown. I'll see if I can get it out of here quickly. Turn off the stove. I'm just going to loosen the edges a little bit here. And put it right out onto the plate. I'm just going to fold it over gently. Have it. Wow. How long did that take? Maybe 4 minutes or so? There it is, all finished, ready to go. And actually being 1 point for this and no points for the veggies, this is like a 2-point breakfast you can have very simply. And one other thing, salsa on top is great too. If you want to add a little salsa on top, you give it an extra little flavor, a few extra vegetables on there. So they're also, it's very, very, very good. So hopefully you'll like that. And stay tuned, see what our next letter is. If you're following my alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, F or G coming up. All right, happy, healthy eating to you. Thanks for watching.